Welcome back to another crypto video. The Phantom of cryptocurrency is here. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to look at Fantom once again, because we're still within this very much bullish falling wedge, which is the way I am viewing it. As you can see on the 24 hours, we are just down 8% with Fantom, but we have seen some very bullish signals, so do tune in to hear the rest of the video. So first of all, also guys, I just want to quickly jump into two other charts very quickly. As we can see, the total crypto market cap, so basically we had massive resistance at 1.5 trillion, and this is of course excluding Bitcoin's value, and then we had this cup shape, and now we've got a bit of a descending channel, which is kind of, what we don't really know what's going to happen. Are we going to go up or keep going down and produce this descending triangle shape and carry this out for longer, or do we see the next sort of stage of the bull run before 2022, where many people are predicting we're going to have the true crypto winter? The other chart I quickly just want to check into is Bitcoin's chart, because before, as you can see, when we had the wick off distribution, you can see that we had these swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. And we're back to that support level, and what we're doing right now is swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, da da da. And yeah, you see that? Very identical, almost the same. And we're back to this critical level where we did bounce off of this support region. We did get that bounce we needed, but is it enough to qualify and confirm that we are going to keep moving forward in the future? Who knows? Who knows? Nobody truly knows, but hopefully lots of on-chain data will be there to support our judgment. But for me, I'm really unsure. I'm long-term bullish always, but right now I'm almost a little bit confused. I'm gonna admit it. But what I'm seeing right now with Fantom is, if we look at the other time where we had wick-off distribution, you can see we produced this almost like a falling wedge, I suppose. It's a bit of a symmetrical triangle. Did look very bearish, and then it fell out. You can see prior to that we had accumulation. Then after that we've got more accumulation, where we create this cup shape, and then we have this massive rally, this huge pump all the way up to $1.89. And at the moment we have formed what could possibly turn into one humongous falling wedge. Of course, $1.33 still kind of remains as a bit of resistance. We got a lot of selling pressure there, but as you can see on this diagonal support, look at all the buying pressure. We've got so much buying pressure over here for Fantom. So this is just on the daily chart, and if we look at the RSI, we're kind of seeing quite neutral. And the last time we were in this position, when we were sort of floating within, we were also kind of neutral, and we saw more of a sell-off. But Fantom is very popular at the moment, and yeah, as soon as there's a dip, it usually pumps harder than it corrects. As you can see, look at the pump, the massive pump, and the correction, it's barely even halfway this time around. If we do look at the Fibonacci retracement, you can see that we still are yet to come back down to $0.84, but I think that's quite unlikely at the moment. What happened just yesterday is we did break the resistance of this falling wedge, but it was a fake out, and we immediately came back down within that 24-hour time frame. And as you can see, it was a fake out, so we have not confirmed yet. Usually the best thing to do is wait for the price to break out, and then wait for a retest of that support. And then if you see the bounce once again, then usually you can feel quite confident that that might be the trend as to where it's headed. As you can see, it did come out, came back in, kind of like a double sort of top shape over here. And yeah, now we are trading and following this consolidation zone. So where is it going to go next? Not too sure. What I would like to have a look at more so is some very critical levels of support. So if we have a look at that Fibonacci retracement, guys, we can see that $1, just very psychological level, massive amounts of support there. If we fall any lower than that, we have 74 cents, but I think that's quite unlikely given how bullish this particular project is and how many people are buying into it and scooping up these dips like no tomorrow. Right now we're trading at $1.21, so we have come back through this 2.236 resistance level. If we have a look at the next resistance that we need to get back to, it is 133, and then following that we need to come up to 145, 156. And my long-term prediction, like if we can just get through this dirty September and finally get to October where it should potentially be more bullish. Usually historically October is not a bad time. If we can come back up to this 1.95 level, and then I see 222 being one of the levels that we should look out for a new all-time high, I suppose. $2.22 is my price target before 2022. I'm not going to go super bullish and say $3, but I think we can get back to 222, because potentially what could just happen here is we just get another sideways trading range, which only lasts a few weeks. Maybe it'll just last until mid-October. So we sort of trade sideways. We come up, come back down, and then October through to November, blast off. If that could happen, because we've seen it happen before, if this can happen at a much higher level, then that would look great, and that will ultimately be bullish, and it would also indicate that this is potentially a good time to start accumulating small portions of Fantom, even though I would like to see us hit $1 first. So basically my very bullish price target is $2.22 given that information, and in the meantime we do need to come up and retest 132 and keep an eye on your falling wedge resistance, because if we do bust through there with big volume, as you can see right now the volume is just sort of declining, just like so. If we do get some volume, we will bust out of this falling wedge quite quickly, very aggressively, and for sure you will see a nice big 20% pump or something crazy. So keep your eyes out on this wonderful coin. What else did I want to talk about? On the RSI, we're not really seeing anything too bearish. There's no bearish divergences over here. If we hop into the 30-minute, we are getting to a point where it could potentially give us a decision. Maybe in the next 48 hours, Fantom may pop to the upside or it will come back down. Like I say, this $1 level, we have a lot of support at $1 exactly, but then we also have a lot of resistance at around 132. So we've got a bit of a range that we're playing within. Currently it does look like we had a double top play out, this little M shape, but it didn't play out, it was invalidated. And now we're just kind of waiting for Bitcoin to make its decision. It is Sunday, so personally I always avoid trading as much as possible on a Sunday, just because things are a bit shaky, lack of volume, lack of exchanges and institution activity. But ultimately this is what we can use for now, and if we know this is happening earlier than the later, it means we can set our trading alerts and just basically try to time the market. We're never going to time tops or bottoms, but these dips are for buying. If we check the 4-hour look, you can see each time we come under the 4-hour here, and here, we've got massive bounces, really nice opportunities. Every time Fantom is also almost oversold, you see on the RSI, we get a bounce. Over here, we get a bounce. Over here, we got a bounce. So far every time on these RSIs, over here, over here, over here, we got a bounce. Now what I'm saying is we are not confirming that we are going up or down just yet, because we don't know what's going to happen. But next time we do see sub 30 on the RSI for Fantom, there's a very good chance that if you do buy there and accumulate, you'll see profits. So keep an eye out. Falling wedge at the moment, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for joining. See ya.